An error has occurred. Wait a moment and then try again. Fuck. Isianze hizi mashida saa hii. Okay, so we are live. We're currently live. Just a second. Okay. Hi, GM everyone. Welcome to this workshop for Code to Community, whereby we're holding a series of workshops this week, moving from agentic flow payments by the X42 protocol and also building mini apps on Farcaster. And so it's going to be a very lovely session. So today we're going to talk about building mini apps on Farcaster and plugging in Celo. And then over the course of the week, we're also going to talk about the X402 agentic payment system, which was developed by Coinbase. And so without further ado, I think we can get Jordan to first of all introduce himself before we can continue with the flow with the workshop today. Hi, Jordan.
Hi, Cindy. It's been a while. I went Chaco Black.
Yeah, it's actually been a while.
Yeah,
yes, so a quick introduction to ourselves. My name is Cindy Kamau. I'm one of the DevRels at Celo Africa DAO, and also Jordan. We work with Jordan in the DevRel department. So Jordan, you can also introduce yourself first of all.
Yeah, I'm Jordan Muthemba, smart contract developer, and also part of the DevRel team. And we really have really great thing for you in before Thanksgiving and before the year ends. You will be able to learn a lot from us, and yeah.
Okay, so to give a quick dive on what we're going to go through today. So today we're just going to first of all go through the specifics on how to build mini apps on Farcaster. We're going to go through the architecture and how you create mini apps on the Farcaster interface. And then from there, afterwards, we can talk about the agentic systems also. And then after we've taken through, we've gone through the specifics of the architecture and how mini apps specifically work on Farcaster, we're now going to do a reverse engineer for an example of a mini app which has already been built and deployed. So we are going to retrace it and we are going to build it step by step, so that by the end of the workshop series this week, everyone will have been able to successfully build and deploy a mini app on Farcaster. Yeah. So without further much ado, I think I'll leave the stage to you, Jordan, to take us through the specifics for today. Yeah. And also for guys who are streaming in live on YouTube, please, you can share any comments, any questions you have, in the YouTube comments. And also if you're following through on our Twitter channel, you can also comment if you have any questions directly under there. I'll be constantly following up in the channel and seeing if there are any questions, and then we can be able to answer them live at the course of this workshop. Otherwise, yeah, so I can leave the stage for Jordan to continue as I follow through with you guys and see if you guys have any questions. Yes. So Jordan, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Cindy. Yeah. So we're gonna go through a series of sessions from code to community and building value locally. We've been able to interact with you, some of you from proof of ship, from the various code jams we've had, and we've seen how you've been able to code and code together with community and bring value closer locally as you build. Yeah. So we're gonna go through Farcaster and Celo mini apps. We're gonna go through the architecture, what are mini apps. So in Celo we have different ways to be able to build mini apps. So we have Farcaster mini apps, and we also have mini apps on MiniPay. So the design for Farcaster mini app and design for MiniPay app are kind of similar because they follow the same architecture in design and code. Yeah, so when you're building for Fakasta, you still have a way you can be able to build for MiniPay. So the good thing is that with Fakasta and MiniPay, you don't have like a really hard entry barrier compared to when you're building React Native application and deploying the application on Google Play Store. So it's a one way to be able to first build your application, test it, and deploy it with less entry barrier to the market. Yeah. So understanding what are mini apps. So you really need to understand what are mini apps. So Fakasta mini apps enable you to have seamless integration with blockchain application. And also they enhance user experience through scalability, versatility, and by being able to utilize Celo blockchain, developers can be able to leverage stablecoin transaction to create a robust interactive platform. So remember, Celo is a mobile-first blockchain, and it's the home for stable currencies or stable coins. We have a lot of them. Through the tutorial, we're gonna go through all the app that we're gonna be the first engineering. We'll be able to see some of the stable currencies that Celo has, and some of the local stable currencies that we also do have that you can be able to use. So moving forward, these are some of the core technologies. So we have Next.js at the front end. We have Celo blockchain. We have Celo Composer. We have Fakasta. We have VM. We have WAGMI for wallet connection. We have Fakasta SDK for connecting and logging in with Fakasta ID. Okay, so we need to share. We will share the URL for the GitHub repository that you're gonna be able to download. It's already set up, so you just need to clone the repository, install the dependencies, and the folder structure we have SRC, public, and config, where you will be able to config all your environment variables. We have wallet connectors. So we have ways you can connect different wallets. You can connect through Fakasta SDK and also with MetaMask. So connectors, we will be utilizing connectors that ensures that you have really good integration of wallets that will be able to allow interaction between MetaMask and Fakasta, the mini apps for really good authentication and also a good usability of your mini app. Then we have account state management. We'll be able to show you how to do account management or state management for being able to track balances, transaction status, pending, complete transactions, be able to track balances, and also be able to track transaction history within the mini app, and be able to like send and such activities for users to be able to see their financial activities within the mini app. Other thing we'll be able to do, I think I've talked about sending stablecoin. We'll be able to implement token transfer, specifically for the stable coins that we do have. On this application, we've also been able to implement the agentic protocol, that is the H402, where you can be able to interact with it. And yeah, so we have, I think for those who have been working with WAGMI, they have already interacted with different hooks, that is the use light contract. There is also another problem that I think I've seen guys have with is changing units. So unit values will be able to share this, like how do you convert amount? I've seen some of the people having that issues in some of the projects from the proof of ship, where you have issues when converting units from Wei to Gui and such, and vice versa. So we'll be able to show you that. We'll be able to show you how you can be able to handle send logic and such within the mini app. So we'll be able to help you add multiple pages and navigation within. So remember, you're building a mini app, and a mini app is like a PWA, that is progressive web app. So you need to know how you need to follow the mobile design principles, where your app, as much as you've built it using Next.js, you need to follow the navigation, the routing, and such, so that you have really good functionality without having to like reload the entire application. So if we move to homepage, accounts, settings, and such, from one page to another, you need to be able to do that. Then we have shared routing. Shared routing, you will be able to like have a consistent header and footer across all pages. This will be able to like enhance the user experience. Like I said, we are building a mobile first, or a mini app is like a mobile application in general. Then we'll show you how to do dynamic pads in your application or your mini app, that will be able to like help users to have a personalized experience. And so we will now diving into deep functionalities or deep integration within the app. We have Mentor. Mentor is one of Celo's providers for stable currency, and they have an SDK that you can be able to use to be able to swap between tokens. So you can be able to swap between cUSD and cKASH, that is the local currency. You can also be able to use Uniswap for swapping within the mini app. So remember, if you're building maybe like, let's say, an on and off ramp application for users, let's say you are building a way for people to be able to swap tokens and currencies in different countries to their local currency, you definitely need Mentor and Uniswap. So Uniswap is really good when it comes to liquidity for USDT, USDC, cUSD, and also it's really flexible when it comes to liquidity network. Then we will be able to follow best practices to follow while doing integration for really good optimal performance of your application. So you don't want to build an app and then the app takes a longer time to do the swapping, or it takes a longer time to load. So that is we will be able to look into that best practices. So these are some of the common build issues. So we will be able to also share some of these. How do you go about them? How do you troubleshoot? How do you fix them? How do you so one of the common one is understanding missing dependencies, like async storage, adhering to the React hook rules, and addressing hydration problems are really essential for, like, you need to be able to know how do you resolve these issues. So these are some of the issues. I think most of us, Cindy and I, have encountered some of them during especially for front-end developers. For back-end developer, once you resolve your smart contract issue, you are good. You don't have hydration issue. I guess that's where they come with you have to hydrate. Deployment. So how do you do deployment? So we'll do steps. Once you have completed building your application, where do you deploy your mini app? Where do you test your mini app? How do you do the building? How do you integrate it into the Fakasta ecosystem? Like how do you publish it into the Fakasta ecosystem? You have your Vercel link. How do you now publish it into the Fakasta? So we're gonna take you through that deployment process and step to launching your application. I think that's it for today. In case there is anyone who have like a question. Cindy?
Yeah, so today I think we are good. So just to summarize what we've been talking about, essentially when we talk about mini apps on Fakasta, essentially these are just progressive web apps like Jordan has mentioned, which you enable, which you integrate it with the mini app SDK. So you integrate it with the Fakasta client essentially. So first, the steps you do mostly is you first build out the app itself, and then you create like a manifest. There's something we call a manifest, like a JSON file that you'll be able to describe the app. The reason why we have the manifest is so that Fakasta can be able to link with it. Otherwise, if you don't have like a JSON file, taking about the details of the app, like example, the app name, the version, the domain name for your app, etc., it will not be able to work well in Fakasta. So we essentially the manifest file, it's just for Fakasta to be able to recognize the app. And then once you are able to create the app and integrate the Fakasta SDK, the next step is normally you post the URL to the client interface for Fakasta itself, and then it can be able to load. And then now someone, once they load in, they go to use the Fakasta app itself, they can be able to use the mini apps directly within the Fakasta interface. So essentially with mini apps, we have several platforms that you can build mini apps. We have, first of all, MiniPay, a platform called MiniPay. We have Fakasta, and then we also have, you can also actually build mini apps within the Safe interface as well. For guys who don't know Safe, it's a multi-sig platform as well that enables people to be able to handle their funds in a much more safer way. So there are very many platforms that are coming up that are enabling people to build external apps and embedding them directly within their interface. So essentially today we were just taking you guys through like a simple introduction to Fakasta, and then tomorrow we're going to do a deep dive into the X402 protocol, which was developed by Coinbase. For guys who don't know what X402 is, it's a payment protocol actually that people can be able to design payments, especially between AI agents, etc., that they use the HTTP protocol, but we're going to go through a deep dive on it tomorrow. And then once we've shown you guys the introduction to it, we're going to go deep into the code now so that you can be able to see this in real time and how you can build a Fakasta mini app and also integrate X402 systems within it. So stay tuned. We're going to be holding this live series this week, this same time, so 6. Today it was just an introduction to Fakasta mini apps and how essentially they work on a theoretical basis, but we're going to do a deep dive on it. And so do you have any more comments about this, Jordan?
No, I don't have any other comments, but looking forward for tomorrow.
Yes, so we are going to show you guys essentially we will just build a simple web app, and then we are going to integrate the Fakasta SDK, and then we're going to show you guys essentially how you are able to properly embed your web app into the Fakasta interface. Yeah. Otherwise, thank you guys for showing in today. We're going to meet you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a very interesting session on the X42 agentic systems protocol. And then after tomorrow, we're now going to have the live coding session where we're going to build the mini app. We're going to share the link to the GitHub repo already, so you can go through it yourself if you want to. You can see the mini app in its full implementation. But then now we're going to reverse engineer it. So we're going to go through it step by step. Yes. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for showing up to this short session today. I wish to see you guys I hope to see you guys tomorrow so that we can, I'll give you guys a debrief on today's, we'll still quickly go through today's, session on how Fakasta works, and then we're going to go through the X42 system, and then after tomorrow, we're going to now start live coding the mini app. Yeah.
Awesome. Looking forward to tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Ciao, ciao. See you tomorrow. In case you have any questions, please don't forget to tag us in the don't forget to tag us in the Cello Africa DAO Twitter channel so that we can be able to communicate with you guys. And also, we're very interested to support guys. If you have any projects which you're building on Cello, if you have any blockers in your journey on building on Cello, please don't forget to reach out to us. You can reach out to the Cello Africa DAO Twitter channel. We're going to we're going to reach out to you. There's also you can also reach out to Jordan's Twitter channel in case you have any questions. His Twitter is at type #Jordan. Jordan. And then also my Twitter channel as well. But in the meantime, see you guys tomorrow. And I hope this week, we're going to have a very productive weekend. By the end of the week, you guys can be able to see how to properly integrate the mini app SDK. Yes. Thank you, guys. See you guys tomorrow, same time at around 6 p.m. Yeah.
Okay. Cindy?
Yeah, I'm trying to end the stream. Yes.